Welcome to the 2000 Butler County Bicentennial Parade, an event 200 years in the making. Brought to you live by the Butler County Chamber of Commerce and Tourism and Armstrong Cable Services.
Good morning. I'm Lisa Beatty of the Fox 53 10 o'clock news, here to co-host what is sure to be a spectacular event. Welcome to the Butler County Bicentennial Parade. I want to take a few moments and give you some facts on this event. First of all, it is the largest parade ever in this county. Again, sure to be spectacular with 137 units. Those include marching bands, floats, groups of all types. This event took 16 months to put together, a committee of 33 people and many, many more behind the scenes. There are expected to be about 6,000 people taking part in the parade. That's nothing compared to the number of people that are here to watch it. We're talking approximately 100,000 to 150,000 people along the route alone, plus, of course, all you viewers at home who are tuning in right now. Right now, I would like to head down to Scott Lowe. He is the host of On Location. He is standing by live on the parade route with more from what's going on down there. Scott?
Well, it is very, very exciting. The parade is just about to begin, and we're going to talk to Dick May, who is the chairman of the Bicentennial Committee. Can you believe the day is here?
I can't believe it. I never thought it would come to this. It's so wonderful.
Well, I remember you and I talking about a year and a half, 2 years ago about planning of the Bicentennial, and it's been a great year so far, hasn't it?
It has. It's been tremendous. The people of the county are so generous and so helpful, so friendly. We're one big county, not little sections anymore.
Can you remember and compare 1950 to 2000?
Well, 1950, it was a little bit smaller. The county was smaller. Life was a little bit plainer then than it is now. But at that time, their celebration was as wonderful as this is.
It's an amazing operation when you think about it. You've been to a lot of meetings, as I have. When you get all the groups together, all the subgroups and the sub-subgroups together, it all comes up to the day. Everybody's so excited and anxious for the parade to begin.
It blooms like a flower, a beautiful flower,
right.
And it is wonderful. And the people of the committees, you, Scott, Linda, Bill Cully, everybody has worked so hard that actually my job was easier.
Your job was easy by, not by a long shot, but it takes an awful lot of effort from an awful lot of people. There are many people here from out of state. My dad and stepmom were in town. Welcome to see the parade. They've heard an awful lot about it, being broadcast on the internet. And we have a special guest as part of the parade. Our Grand Marshal is someone who is well known to Butler citizens.
Bill Perry was the Secretary of Defense, graduate of Butler High School in 1945. A great person.
Yeah.
And he and his wife are here.
Well, we're going to be talking to him in just a minute, but right now we're having the flyover.
These are two Cobra gunships flying over, leading the parade or clearing the area.
Well, we're getting ready to clear the area, and we're going to begin the parade segment of our broadcast with a talk we had just a few minutes ago with Dr. William Perry. Well, we are with Dr. William Perry, and he is the former Secretary of Defense for the United States. And Dr. Perry, you've been back in Butler from time to time. What are your feelings as you come back for the bicentennial celebration?
Well, for me, it's a sentimental journey coming back to the town in which I grew up. I went to all of my grade school and all of my high school here in Butler. Have many friends still here.
You've traveled all over the world many, many times. What do people ask you when you meet them, meet old friends, new friends? What do they ask you?
The friends here in Butler?
Yeah.
Well, many of them want to know about what it's like to be in government, what it's like to travel around the world, what foreign leaders are like, and many things. And then some of us just talk about old times here in Butler.
What are your first thoughts as you travel down the street here and see all of the thousands and thousands of people?
Well, I was, first of all, delighted to see that the hot dog shop still functions here. I spent many a happy time in the hot dog shop.
Right.
And by and large, the town looks very much like it did when I was here many years ago. We drove up Pearl Street where I lived, and the houses are still gracious and still attractive, tree-lined streets. It's very attractive.
You've been back here in the last couple of years for some honors and ceremonial events. The good memories that you have of Butler, is it important to share that with everyone to say what a great place Butler County is?
Well, I think to me the important thing about Butler are the values I got when I was growing up here. Values from my family who lived here, not just my immediate family, but I had an extended family here too. Friends that I met here, the teachers that I had, particularly teachers in high school. I had some really great teachers in high school. The values from the Boy Scouts that I attended here, Troop 11, and the church, First United Presbyterian Church. And I should mention the YMCA. The YMCA was a very important part of my growing up in Butler.
Well, you play a leadership role. You've assumed all of the experience that you've gathered in your life to perform today as the Grand Marshal for the major bicentennial parade. Is this, how important is this for you?
Well, this is just, to me, a sentimental thing. I'm coming back here because it's so good to be back home and meet all of my old friends. And I've seen quite a few of my class already today. Some of them are in the parade today. It's just a nice touch.
Very good.
My wife also graduated from high school with me. She was Lee Green. Her father worked on the Jeep, the first Jeep that was built here. He was on the design team. And we have memories of him going up to the fairground there to test that Jeep before it was finally sold to the Army.
Exciting.
I noticed that 5 of those Jeeps are actually going to be in the parade today.
Very good. Well, you've got a lot of work to do. We want to let you go. Welcome back to Butler. We're glad to have you here.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here.
Well,
I'm finally joined by my co-host now.
hi, Lisa. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, things are humming today.
They are. Look at the crowds. Unbelievable.
Up and down the streets for about 1.5 miles or 2 miles. They may get that 150,000 people they were talking about.
I think they were all here first thing when I first drove up at 8 this morning, all 150,000.
Right. Mobile homes were lining up yesterday. There's so much excitement and enthusiasm for the parade today. People have been looking for this for, well, a couple of years now. It's amazing. There are a lot of smiles on young and old alike. A lot of children are ready and able to watch their parade.
Right. Well, we do have a few thank yous to mention.
Sure.
We might as well do that. Again, there was a committee of about 33 people, just some of the dozens and dozens of people that really went on behind the scenes here. I'll name just a few right now: Leona Angert, Denny Bacher, Lee Bortmus, to name just a few.
Sure. Lee's going to be in the parade too. He's
Okay.
Mr. Jeep. I call him Mr. Jeep. He's one of the great guys. And, you know, we should say before we go on, so we don't forget, that our broadcast, under the direction of Tom Graham, Judge Stewart, Jim Cook, and all of the folks from Armstrong Cable have really done a superb job in getting it all together. Today's broadcast for you at home, for those of you unable to be down here and share the experience with us. It's on the internet as well, avenue.com, which is new and exciting too.
Very high tech.
All over the world, people are able to watch our Butler County Parade. It's very exciting. And some other people we want to say thanks to: Scott Briggs and Don Briggs, Jim Bird, the former state representative, Hank Clauser, John Cyprian, the Veterans Affairs Director for the county, Buzz Kelly, Daryl Kammerer, Lorraine Lacone, Carol Landis, John Look, and Frank Mattis, and a whole lot more. We'll mention as many names as we can. But
Sure, we'll have some time today to do that.
well, we're kind of waiting to see, because we'll see how the parade. They're trying to segment the parade to keep it in line so that it's not too fast, not too slow. But, you know, you always have changes along the way, and
Right.
there may be a little lull time. So.
Well, again, we have about, I believe it's 137 units total in this parade, so a little bit of everything. We're going to mix it up for you. It's going to take a little while, but it's going to be really exciting.
It's great to have you here. What are your thoughts during the
Thanks.
parade, as the parade begins?
Well, I have to say, first of all, I'm so excited to be here. As you know, I'm from Butler. I grew up in Butler. All of my family's from Butler. So when I got this opportunity, I was so thrilled. My family was so excited.
All right. Well,
This is
people
great.
do 10 o'clock news,
Right.
Channel
Correct.
53. So you'd like to see Lisa today, you love to watch her during the news. So it's really exciting, the enthusiasm. Everybody involved with all of the work that needs to be done and accomplished. Still, the people that are doing all that work are still smiling. That's a good sign.
Yeah, a lot of legwork there. It really was.
We saw some of the floats, and you could tell all of the work that went into the floats, and they're very exciting. It's going to be a very nice parade.
Yeah, I noticed the Butler High School Band is one of the first people up there somewhere near the beginning, and that brought back a lot of good memories. I'm sure it does for many here in Butler.
Amazing band. This band seems that they're world travelers on their own,
Band.
and they've been able to perform everywhere they go. They were out in California earlier this year
Right.
at the Rose Bowl.
I think it was the Pasadena Parade.
Pasadena
Yeah,
Parade.
sure.
So they're well traveled, and so this is just another one of the parades for them.
Now you also are from Butler as well. You are
Well-
on location, host on location.
Yeah, our program is not originally from Butler, but glad to be here. This is a great community, and nothing but great things are happening in Butler County, and we're glad to celebrate them. And there's been such enthusiasm. So many people wanted to be a part of the parade.
Oh, sure. Well, Butler County is definitely on the upswing right now. It's one of the hot places to live,
It sure is.
hot places to be, and as you can see behind us, a lot of people showed up. A lot of people feel the same way.
That's
So
right.
it's
We're going to see General Richard Butler in just a little bit. And by the way, I don't know if you mentioned this earlier, but we are broadcasting high atop Chi-Chi's in front of the Butler Mall, the command center, as it's so called.
Great location. Wow, talk
Yes.
about a vantage point.
That's right. We could have sold some seats up here because we have a great view. But this is great to be here. Armstrong Cable. That's our broadcast up here.
Can they see us there?
Yeah, a
There
little
we
bit of
go.
a sun
Again, we're
glare
on
but
the
here.
roof of Chi-Chi's right now, kind of overseeing the entire parade, taking a good look at it. And beautiful, perfect spot. We're going to, of course, give you the same vantage point, you viewers at home. You'll get to see it from the bird's eye view.
That helicopter aiming right towards us has another excellent view of the parade. There's a lot of activity.
Oh, there
And-
really is. There is. I don't know if we can get a crowd shot or not. You can see how many people are in the crowd. As we mentioned earlier, about 100 to 150,000 people total should
Incredible.
be down along the parade route. Literally people of all ages.
Yeah.
I'm sure people were here for the Bicentennial Parade.
There's one of those helicopters right there.
There we go.
They have the best view in town right there.
They do. How do you get a seat in one of those?
That's right. It's amazing to do, to pay a tribute to all of those who were involved. We should mention the Butler County Chamber of Commerce and Tourism spearheading the bicentennial celebration all year long. A lot of folks making it happen, from Linda Harvey, Jennifer Monaco, Bobby Joe Cornetti, Ellen Roberts, Bill Douthit, Doris McDonald, Jackie Prozen, and Tom Berkeley. Really an outstanding job in making this event happen today.
Wow.
It's exciting. The medical center at the VA, their staff and volunteers making available their parking lot area, their grounds to do whatever is necessary as we provide the parade, as the VA is becoming a backdrop for that. Chi-Chi's Buy Low Supermarket, the Butler Mall, also providing assistance for the parade. It takes an
Right.
awful lot of people.
It does. As you mentioned, the VA, that's certainly from our vantage point, we're overlooking there. And a lot of parking spaces donated. They're letting people use their land to sit on. So very, very
Amazing.
nice.
Butler Township Commissioners, we're in Butler Township. Fred Brown, Shirley Protzman, Paul Langland, Donna Druga, and Joe Hazachak. Thanks so much. They've become intimately involved in the presentation of the parade and making sure that everybody is okay and all the needs are met from committee members. And Gary Garman, the police chief in Butler Township, ought to get a raise. I'm telling the township commissioners did an outstanding job in making sure that all along the parade route, before and after the parade route, is safe and accessible. He has it under control, and we're in great shape due to some great effort on behalf of the police chief, Gary Garman.
People
Wonderful
don't
job.
realize how important that is. It really is with a crowd this size. It's,
That's right.
It's
It is amazing. The Butler County Commissioners, we saw them last night at the Butler Hospital. They hosted a presentation and an activity last night. They were on hand. Commissioner Jim Kennedy, Glenn Anderson, and Joan Chu. They hosted the affair, and it was a great turnout and well received. It was just a wonderful opportunity to say thank you to the commissioners, and the commissioners as well say thanks for all those people who are making it so.
how nice. There was so much that went into this. You mentioned quite a few names already. That's just a portion of the people behind the scenes, just a small portion.
It is amazing. The volunteers and the business people and the young children who are here, as you see there, enjoying the day today.
What a beautiful day. We
Oh.
really got lucky with it.
The only thing out of anybody's control
That's right. And
Lucky
I know we
fan.
were all watching the weathercast this
for the
week.
last couple of weeks.
Right. I was asking Matt every day. Matt, what's Matt Morano, our
So we-
meteorologist? what's
Can we
going
give
on?
can we give Matt credit and say
Oh,
thanks
sure.
to Matt for making it so?
I begged and pleaded, and it looks like he came through.
That's right. But yeah, a perfect day. Perfect day. There are water facilities. There are latrines all along the parade route. Just making sure that any need that anybody has there are opportunities to take advantage of whatever that need is and address any sort of problems there may be. So General Richard Butler is going to be near the beginning of the parade. We're looking down, and the parade will be starting at Alameda Road as it enters Alameda Park. And all before that, all the way to the high school, people are lining up, getting all the floats ready, all of the bands lined up, all of the people in cars and walking, and whatever the activity is going to be along the parade route, they're getting them all lined up.
It's like everybody's ready.
Everybody's ready. And the parade you'll see coming right at the camera as you're looking down to the street. The parade is just a few minutes away.
Yep, and we have the best view in town.
Yes, we do, and you do too at home. And if you're watching on the internet, welcome wherever you are in the world on www.avenueu.com. That's avenueyou.com. And if you have an opportunity to get online, you can check out the parade as it is broadcast throughout the world. Anybody in the world can watch the parade right here in Butler.
This still astounds me. I'm still not up to speed on all of this internet stuff.
Yeah.
But
so if you have some family members who are out of town or some friends, get on the telephone, give them a call right now, tell them to get online and watch the Bicentennial Parade. Anybody in the world.
It's wonderful for people who have moved away or who have had to move away over the years and really miss the hometown. This is great.
That's
They're
right.
to see what they're missing.
By the way, you do need to have Real Player to see the broadcast online, but it's easy to download. They walk you through the process, and you're just a couple of clicks away from watching the Bicentennial Parade right here in Butler County, Pennsylvania, anywhere in the world.
Amazing.
How exciting
I love
is that?
that.
That's right. It's very
If I
exciting.
weren't here, I'd be watching it on the internet.
You know, this, I think, has helped spur an interest in local history. We're talking technology and how many people are busy and concerned with that. But local history in the schools, people are talking about our history as it pertains to not just our bicentennial in the early days, but people are so more interested now, much more interested in now.
I think so. It seems to be the new trend. And also, I think it seems to me, anyway, like things are going back to Main Street USA, which is what Butler has always been, and,
That's right.
and is just making a strong, strong comeback.
And I think
Beautiful.
you'll see that flavor in a lot of the floats.
Yeah, I
Main
hope so.
Street USA is right here in Butler County, and we really have an awful lot to be proud of, be thankful for, and I think you'll see that represented in a lot of the floats. I think they've captured the essence of what Butler County is all about.
We do have, let's see what's coming up. Well, you're looking again at the parade route. This is right in front of the VA and the Butler Mall. So you're looking at the mobs, the absolute mobs of people having a terrific time down here. Again, folks of all ages, a lot of young kids here enjoying this Bicentennial Parade. They may not know what Bicentennial is yet, but they're learning.
You know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what. I'm going to hop down there, see if I can find a couple people to talk to, all right?
Terrific.
Hold down the full...
Have fun. I'll see what I can do here.
Okay, Lisa.
Okay. Thanks, Scott. Again, Scott Lowe, co-host of the Butler Bicentennial Parade, is going to head down to the parade route, and he is going to try to talk with some of the people who have saved this morning, have put aside time to come down here to the big spectacular event that has been planned for so long. I want to continue with a few of the thanks again, a committee of 33 and many, many more people, going down some of the names, some of the people that we need to thank. Carol Landis, John Look, Frank Mattis, Dick May, Chris Pennian, Mary Phillips, Ray Steffler, a lot of people coming through this. Tim Margus, John Lewis. Again, you're looking at the parade route right now. Look at all the people. It seems like there's a lot of patriotism going on down there, too. I see we're not the only ones in red, white, and blue up here. Again, just to run through some of the facts about the parade, we are expecting almost 150,000 people on the route. 137 different units, floats, marching bands, vehicles of all types, horses, groups. So it'll be very, very exciting. We'll get a wide variety of things that are going on around Butler County right here in our Bicentennial Parade. More of some facts. About 6,000 people are taking part in those 137 units in the parade. So a lot of people, it took a lot of people, of course, to do the behind the scenes work for the floats and the different bands that you're going to see. Truly, truly amazing. Again, Scott Lowe is on his way down. We'll keep you there. You're seeing the route. which is where Scott is on his way to. And we'll speak with some of the people who have been down here. Folks from all over, not just from the city of Butler, folks from all over Butler County have come down to see this spectacular event. Scott Lowe, again, is down at the parade route now, so let's go ahead to him and see what he has for us. Scott.
Well, everybody's ready. The parade is just a few hundred yards down the street. I'm going to talk to Dr. Warren Smith, president of Slippery Rock University. Well, what are your thoughts as the Bicentennial Parade is about to get underway, Dr. Smith?
Well, this has been a wonderful opportunity throughout the whole year for the county to celebrate not only 200 years from its inception, but the progress and activities of a terrific bunch of people that created some lasting entities, the university, the community college, the many activities that go on around this county. And the county really has come together for this celebration.
It really has, hasn't it? Now, on campus, are there any bicentennial events that we can talk about?
Well, of course, we were a part of the Bicentennial Tour, which stopped and made a tour in many of the communities in the county. We're celebrating some of our own celebrations for the Bicentennial, and we're just delighted to have the old stone house and other historic features of the university, our Miller House, Miller Tract, where some significant French and Indian War decisions were made, and other historical things with the university that we're proud to be a part of the history and really future for Butler County.
Big part of our history, Dr. Smith. The parade is getting close here, so I'm going to let you get settled in, all right? Nice to talk with you. All right. Mary Phillips is there, John Lewis over here. A lot of people getting ready for the parade. It is coming down the street. I'm going to send it back up to Lisa, and we'll see you up on top of Chi-Chi's in just a minute.
And again, that was Scott Lowe. He was down on the parade route interviewing some folks who traveled a little ways to get here, perhaps. The parade, as I had just found out, you can see the parade route behind me. The parade is actually going to start fairly soon. It's just several blocks away now. So until that time, I did want to throw out a few more thank yous. Again, there are a lot of people that really made this happen. So let me just thank Ruth Thomas, Representative Guy Travaglio, Bonnie Travaglio, Clyde Trish, Marion Trish, Dave Virag, a lot of people once again. Not to mention all the people that took time out to show up for this. This is so amazing. Once again, I was so excited to be a part of this in my hometown. Here we go. This is the beginning, the moment we've all been waiting for. Very open of the parade. We're seeing is the police color guard. Right behind that is Dr. William Perry. As I mentioned, he was the Secretary of Defense for the United States.
And he's from Butler, and he's come back many times to help celebrate an event.
It is so exciting to see the list of people from Butler that have come back for this.
Absolutely.
It's just amazing.
Happy 200th birthday, Butler County. It's great to have you along with us today as we begin our Bicentennial Parade. And you can get a sense of just how many people are here. Tremendous. There's the Marine Color Guard. Just behind us.
We can start to see them now from our vantage point coming up the road. What better time for a bicentennial than the millennium?
Absolutely.
Terrific.
Perfect time.
Adds to the excitement.
Okay. Yeah, you can't go back to 12. Okay, everybody, we're going back to 12. Gotcha.
Tell us a little more.
And the golden sequinette.
Now, this group also took part in the Sesquicentennial Parade 50 years ago.
Yes, they did.
Long
Look
tradition.
at that group of individuals. Incredible. They do such a nice job representing Butler.
Looking at them, it's easy to see why they were out in Pasadena last year in the Rose Bowl Parade.
Absolutely. And we understand that they are so proud to be at the beginning of the parade, kicking off the Bicentennial Parade for their home county.
That is a
Wonderful.
big deal.
There's a lot of toe tapping going on in the crowd as they go by there. Very
Some
nice.
good music, too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Great. There's some more sequinettes bringing up the rear.
What a thrill it must be for them to see all of these people. John Wolcheski
Oh.
just standing there. And there, ladies and gentlemen,
Go.
General Richard Butler
Himself.
himself. He has been all over Butler County this year, a colleague and confidant of General George Washington, highly regarded as a leader and a soldier. And he's from Ireland.
He is from Ireland. I saw that. I like that. General Butler was a prominent founder in securing the formation of Allegheny County, and he was appointed lieutenant for the county back in 1788. He looks pretty good.
He sure does. He's comfortable on top of that horse as he travels through Butler Township.
Here's an interesting fact. Butler County was purchased for the whopping price of $292.30.
A bargain.
Wow. Imagine
In
that.
1791, General Butler met his death near Miami, Ohio. It was 9 years later that Butler County was created. and named in his honor. Wonderful.
The general is being led on a horse from Durango Farms in Saxonburg.
That is a maroon and silver Huselton. Butler Township commissioners there we saw.
There we go.
We're to see along the way here the 5 cars that were built in the city of Butler. 5 cars built in the city. The Standard, the Austin Roadster, the Bantam Woody Wagon, the Bantam Jeep, and there also is a Bantam factory service truck. You'll see those as they come along here.
Looks like they were built, well, sort of all over the map here, huh? The
We saw
1922, 31, 40, in the 40s,
Right.
some of them were built.
Commissioner James Kennedy a few minutes ago. Here's Commissioner Joan Chu in a 1940 Bantam wagon. These vehicles look super.
They do. Imagine the upkeep on that.
There's Commissioner Kennedy in the convertible. Incredible amount of work for each one of these floats and cars. And think about that as you watch, all the amount of work it took to make these floats ready for the parade.
I don't know if you could hear that honk over the TV. You can hear, certainly don't sound like the horns of today.
There's a 1941 Bantam with Commissioner Glenn Anderson riding by. Excellent.
You guys are moving.
Great entourage of folks coming by. They will be getting out. Right across from our broadcast area here is the reviewing stand. There's former Commissioner Bill McCarrier, who actually kicked off the bicentennial celebration last year and is right in the midst of things as he ought to be. Coming up in just a minute, we're going to run through the list of those passengers on a trolley. Some of our local elected officials in Butler County. Coming up, Bill McCarrier, who is president of the Community Development Corporation, the CDC, lending his leadership and experience to that organization.
Looks like everybody is out of their automobiles now. Things are moving along. We have the trolley coming up in just a moment. This is beautiful.
Amazing. Right behind, there's that trolley we talked about. Our elected, right in front is U.S. Congressman Phil English and State Senator Mary Jo White. Smile, there's Congressman English right there and Mary Jo White. Very happy to be a part of this bicentennial celebration. Heading their way to the reviewing stand. Let me run through the list and maybe you can help me here, Lisa. Mike Fisher, our State Attorney General, Melissa Hart, our State Senator from the 40th District down south, Frank Labrada, State Representative from the 10th District, Lisa Lutz, our Butler County Clerk of Courts, County Treasurer Diane Marburger, County District Attorney Tim McCune, Judy Moser, Register of Wills, and Michelle Mostello, the Recorder of Deeds.
Right, these are all folks who are on the trolley who are going to be passing through here. As you can see, Joe O'Donnell, Shakur Magistrate, Kevin O'Donnell, Butler District Magistrate, Dennis Rickard, Butler County Sheriff, and William Schaefer, Judge. Guy Travaglio, State Representative of the 11th District. Glenna Walters, Prothonotary, Mary Jo White, State Senator of the 21st District, and Digger Young,
There he
Corner,
is, all right.
Retired Corner.
And we see coming up right away the 28th Infantry Division Band out of Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. 43 members of the band led by First Sergeant Stephen Nader. Let's give a listen to the 28th Infantry Division Band.
This infantry band that you are listening to is Pennsylvania's oldest musical performance group with a history of uninterrupted service for more than 50 years. And they came quite a way to visit with us.
Yes, they did.
Hollidaysburg.
Yes, they did.
This was organized as part of the 28th Division Headquarters Company prior to World War II.
Wanted to mention the Shearbaum Horse and Stagecoach from Shearbaum Stables. They're out of Slippery Rock, well-known area family. They are known for participation in all of the area parades, like the Big Butler Fair, the Butler Farm Show, other county event, and they're in that authentic 1800s style stagecoach. Isn't that beautiful?
Boy, you don't get to see those very often.
Do not, that is correct.
Just like it. See what we have coming here.
River Indian Dancers. This is a marching unit that also appears in parades up and down the East Coast. There are 3 families associated with River Indian Dancers. Now, many of the performers will talk about them being marching units or performers, and many of them will not be performing, in other words, stopping the parade to perform. So some will be playing music, as you see there, but actually stopping the parade and performing, you will not see that in today's parade because it is a long event today.
It is. We have packed in 137 units. We want to keep things moving so you can see all of these, get a flavor of each one.
Okay. The Zelian-Opal Harmony Community History Float.
That's what you're
From
looking at
Zelian-Opal
now.
and Harmony, of course. The Historical Society, the costumes, props recount the beginnings and strengths of the Zelian-Opal Harmony community. Very nice float there, talking about progress and education. 2 centuries of progress and still growing. And I think you can apply that to anywhere in Butler County.
Sure.
Rich Gwillem, Randy Kester, Frank Lewick, Nathan and Hal Rapaski, Robin Weaver, Nicole Weaver, Adele Fader, Juanita Eppinger, Bob and Ellie Lane, Jim Hefner, Don Wayman putting that float together.
A lot of work in these floats.
Oh my gosh, it really is hard to imagine, hard to describe. You get a nice high shot. You can see down as the parade comes at you.
Should pass by. There's a nice close-up. Look at the work that went into that.
Through centuries of progress and still growing.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Coming up, we have St. Andrews. Well, there we go. Seeing the tail end of that float.
There
And
they
this
are.
is St. Andrews United Presbyterian Church.
They have been around for quite some time, almost since the beginning of our county.
They almost
1804.
have, right.
1804.
They are in a 1957 John Deere tractor.
Drew Martin is dressed in a Scottish attire, indicating the Presbyterian heritage. People dressed in 1800 style clothing, and they are having a church service. Not a traditional church service.
It looks like a very rousing one anyway.
It is.
The wagon that was used in this float, it was used in the county's sesquicentennial parade in 1950 by the Penn Township Volunteer Fire Company.
Very nice. Nicely decorated.
We are now looking at the Butler County Historical Society float.
There you go, preserving county history since 1924. They have 4 museums they operate in Butler County: Cooper Cabin, the Shaw House, Little Red Schoolhouse, and the Heritage Center, their newest museum in downtown Butler. An awful lot of work goes into just managing these local museums. They have a lot of tours from local schools that come in and learn all about our county history.
Great
Nice job.
costumes on that float too.
You'll be seeing pairs of fire trucks representing all of the fire companies throughout Butler County. We have Butler City and Greenwood Village coming up here, showing off their units as they help keep our community safe.
There you go. There's Greenwood Village. Coming up first. It's nice to see all the American flags out today.
Oh,
too.
sure.
Right. Beautiful. Couldn't have had a more perfect day for this.
You got to believe that all of these people on all of these floats and trucks driving by just can't believe all of the people that are here.
Oh, I'm sure.
Biggest parade in county history. And you're watching it right now here on Armstrong Cable Channel 10. Wonderful. West Unity Community Church out of Harrisville. They are older than Butler County. That was in 1798. The oldest church in Butler County.
The flags and the uniforms in this float, they're part of a program called Flags Over America. It includes a total of 34 different flags and costumes.
Amazing. By the way, they have a special Flags Over America presentation at the VA hospital tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. That'll be Sunday, August 27th. Everybody is welcome. University of Pittsburgh, 13 Golden Girls, 240 band members under the direction of Jack Anderson. The Panthers along for the big parade today, and a good sounding band here as well.
A terrific band. You don't get to see them out often. I've seen them at the games.
Well, actually, this is the first time performing in Butler County, so it's the first time we've seen them. If you don't watch the Pitt Panther football games,
right,
you get a chance to see them right here
them.
today.
They are terrific. I have seen them many times. They're great.
Jeff White and Dave Alexander, drum majors for the big band. Gorgeous weather for the Bicentennial Parade, year 2000. The only thing left to chance as organizers prepared for today's big parade. There was a lot of praying going on, Lisa, the last couple of days. A lot of prayers were said.
I'm sure. It seems like a lot of prayers were answered.
Big Butler Fair saluting the county's 200th year. Big Butler Fair, a big tradition here in Butler County for, I'm not sure how long it's been now, but...
Well, they're promising to go strong for another 200 years.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It may be 100 years for them anyway.
Right.
Again, always a tradition in the summertime for the Big Butler Fair.
There's a 5-piece band on the float. That is a New Orleans Riverside Jazz Band. So a nice little change of pace.
There you go. Nice carousel as well.
Is.
They are also asking you to schedule in your 2001 calendar the fair date, June 29th through July 7th. June 29th through July 7th. In fact, folks, you may want to have a pad of paper and a pencil ready to jot down tidbits of information as the parade goes by.
Growing up here in Butler, of course, everybody went to the Big Butler Fair. I didn't think anything of it. But now, after living in Pittsburgh for many years, it's dawned on me how many people come from Allegheny County and surrounding counties to come to the Big Butler Fair.
Western Pennsylvania tradition.
Sure.
Good sounding jazz band there.
Again, that was a 5-piece New Orleans style jazz band on that float.
This is an old style locomotive. That just went by. Just missed. VFW Post 249 with float coordinator Leroy Rogers putting that little trolley together there, little train. And behind the train there, from Circus Town, USA, Pete Cafalis' group there and Elizabeth Cafalis, from the 1879 period of the American circus. All of the wood used in the wagons for Circus Town were taken from old buildings in Butler that existed around 1879. The undercarriages from local farm wagons and Pennsylvania Railroad baggage wagons. It was located, by the way, if you are trying to remember where it was, 6 miles east of Butler off Route 422. Circus Town, USA. There's one of the wagons there.
quite some history there.
Oh, sure. In fact, Circus Town was the first circus theme park in the world. Located
here.
on over 150 acres of the Cafalets farm. They had over 40 buildings, 2 large barns, 500 domestic wild animals and birds. And there you see part of history traveling by. You're watching the Bicentennial Parade live right here on Armstrong Cable Services. Congratulations to the Armstrong staff, Judd Stewart, Tom Graham, and their list is a mile long. You'll see the list at the end of the parade. Please pay attention. Wonderful opportunity and service the cable company is providing to you to bring history, to bring the Bicentennial Parade to you. Excellent job. Nice job, folks. The Syria Mosque, oh, there's part of still the Capalis Brothers Circus. From Circus Town. The Circus Town closed, by the way, if you're wondering, back in 1960. And look, keeping history alive for the last 40 years to bring it to you in the year 2000.
Very nice, very nice.
The Syria Mosque.
Probably the most colorful group that we've seen so far. Look at that.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
Syria Mosque traveling down the street here as part of the celebration. They do a lot of traveling on their own, from community to community, talking the good works of the Syria Mosque, great things that they do for each community in Western Pennsylvania. Wonderful. You see nothing but smiles as we look around.
A lot of smiles, a lot of people enjoying this beautiful morning.
Syria Temple, Legion of Honor, their Camel of Wheels coming up. I'm not sure where the Saxony Shrine Club is. They're coming up maybe next in order, but between Syria Mosque and the Shrine Club.
People riding the Syria Temple flag. Yeah.
There it is, right? Okay. There they go.
Oh,
Now my
that's
son
what I
Zachary,
want.
my son Zachary wants that job right there. When he gets to be a little older, he wants to be in a parade doing that right there.
Never underestimate the dreams of a child.
That's right. You know, as you look through the parade too and look at all of the floats and all of the activities that are going on, you have to think and wonder what it took to make that happen.
Unbelievable. And I'm quite sure I drove up from one direction today, but of course the floats were lined up down the other direction, and I can only imagine how far they were lined up.
Oh, sure.
The floats,
Amazing.
and it's miles, I'm quite sure.
These little tricycles that they're riding here are very popular in every parade they go to. Kids love them.
They're great. They get to zip around. I could use one of those.
That's right. They have all these routines they do. Yeah, you can see that guy doing a wheelie right there.
Oh my goodness.
Coming into the camera. Yeah, there he is.
Oh boy.
Holy mackerel. Nicely done. You can hear the crowd in
He
the
was
background.
picking up some speed
There he
there,
was.
too. I
There he
like,
is right
nervous
there.
for him.
Holy mackerel.
Wow.
Now let me just interject here. Zach, if you're still watching, you can't do that.
There are some limits.
Yes, there are. It's amazing.
Oh, they're just having fun. They are just having a great time.
There he
There
goes
we
again.
go. Didn't his mother ever tell him never to copy these? Those things look like they pick up speed. Look how fast they move.
Looks like it.
I think my car goes much faster.
Looks like the Saxony Shrine Club is before
There
us,
we go.
bringing their own sense of history with them to Butler County.
Certainly like nothing we've heard so far this morning. This is great.
We're not quite sure. I might have lied to you. This still may be the Syria Mosque. I see a banner coming out, the director staff of the Syrian Temple. So see as we get a little further along here.
I believe you're right, Scott. It seems like a very large group. Large group.
Glad to have them part of our Bicentennial Parade. All over Butler County, people saw banners, signs in store windows, on television, in the newspaper. Everybody's behind the Bicentennial Parade. A lot of cute little folks on the director's staff float there.
Again, this is still the folks from the Syria Mosque.
Apparently it is, yes, yes. You know, I think the weather couldn't have been more perfect today. It's not too hot, not cold by any stretch.
It is so nice.
A little breeze.
What a blessing, too, for all these people that traveled to get here
Sure.
and have small kids to
That's
worry
right.
about.
They were alerting fans who were coming to the parade on areas that they should park, where they should be able to go for water, for food, where you should park. It was an organizational challenge for sure.
We have a float there with some of the children's favorites.
Right.
Yeah.
And one of the favorites of all time, Mickey Mouse.
Oh boy, can't beat Mickey. Oh, we even have the newer ones. We have a Teletubby on there.
Oh my, from Mickey Mouse to the Teletubbies. There you
They
go.
all coexist
That's
peacefully
right.
now.
That's right. That's good news.
Let's see who we have now.
Busy time of the year for the Saxony Shrine Club, Syria Mosque, as they go again from community to community, putting on their show, the Saxony Shrine Club here. These folks play in so many parades, they don't need to practice anymore. They're just that good.
They sound great. That's tough to play too. The bagpipe, tough instrument.
Great sound.
Very nice. A lot of hours go into rehearsing for
Sure,
this.
sure. And I suppose they'd have to change their routines just a bit depending on the parade route.
I would think so. This is particularly long, I'm sure.
It is a little on the longer side. This is great. Penn Elementary School
Here we go.
has a great idea here.
I hope your son's not watching this at this very moment. He's going to want to pick up that too.
He may not
He may not see it right now.
tackle that. No, you know, we're still ahead of the game here. Still part of the Syria Temple.
Huh? Oh boy, okay.
A very long part of the parade. Syria Temple chanters. There they are there.
Wow.
And their little puppet buddies.
They do a lot of good for life.
And forgive us as we mischaracterize who those are on your screen. I wonder if that's Jeff Rapp there on the tall bike from Rapp's bike store.
That could be. There we go. Some clowns for the kids.
Right.
That bike is great.
It was. There we go. A couple of units. Not sure where. Still part of the Syria Mosque. There you go.
Let's see what's coming up here.
The Hillbilly Degree.
Here we go. This is the Hillbilly Degree. We'll find out a little bit more about them. They come complete with their own outhouse, which we may be needing along the route here today.
They are not stopping for anyone.
Little country,
Great
little
costumes.
bluegrass.
That's right. Interacting with the crowd as they go along too. I wonder if their level of play, everybody's level of play, is just increased as the parade goes along, as they just see more and more people.
You know, that could be the excitement has got to get to them. I know, it must be the mascot. Sure, the excitement of all these people watching the whole way up and down the parade route has got to be so thrilling
Sure.
for these people who put so much time and effort into this.
Right. Serious shrine locally planned, they are.
They are clan number 53. There must be quite a few
Oh my
ongoing
gosh,
clans around.
apparently there are. It's amazing. Nothing but smiles along the parade route today.
There's everything to smile about. And one shrine, looks like one serious Shriner bringing up the rear there.
Coming up behind this group is the motorcycle unit. They are another popular unit. They have these choreographed routines. Driving these Harley 1200s or whatever size bike they are.
Now that's amazing in
But
this
they all
small
know-
confined space
Yep.
what they're doing.
They all know what they're doing and where they're going.
Wow.
And you can see,
Look at
the amount of space necessary to coordinate these routines.
It seems like maybe, oh boy, a city block, 2 city blocks that they're taking up. It's hard to tell exactly how many bikes are involved in this at this point, but boy, quite a few.
Sure. Welcome everyone who is watching us on Armstrong Cable, in the Butler system, in the Zelian Opal system, in the Grove City Slippery Rock system. Welcome. We're glad to have you with us today. A great event as we all celebrate Butler County's 200th birthday with the biggest parade ever.
We are nearly an hour into this parade now. Again, well over 100 units in this parade.
And we're on Unit 4.
He's just teasing, but not far from it.
Not far from it. Yeah, we're in the 20s alone.
Right.
I thought you were kidding. I just looked at my watch. It is about an
No,
hour
it
in.
is, sure.
Holy mackerel.
Did you bring dinner?
Thanks to Armstrong Cable for providing food and sustenance throughout the weekend as we do the parade.
Oh, much appreciated. Look at this. I can't even ride my bicycle that
I was just
accurately.
thinking, I'm not sure I could walk that routine.
Very nice. The crowd loves it.
I'm Scott Lowe, along with Lisa Beatty with the Bicentennial Parade. Again, glad to have you along with us. We can see some of the other parade entrants way down the parade route. There is an awful lot of parade yet to come. We have only begun.
We have, there we can see the crowds. You can see behind us right now the huge crowds watching this. And again, we are in the 20s right now, so we've seen quite a few, but we have quite a few more to go.
Right. It's an incredible amount of effort, and you can get a sense just by sitting at home in your comfortable lounge chair watching the Bicentennial Parade as everyone else is working hard and sweating out here, but just in order to allow you to stay home and enjoy the parade. But you can just imagine all of the work and effort that went into putting all of these floats and just putting the parade together.
Sure, and being here certainly is no chore. We're certainly enjoying ourselves.
Absolutely, yeah.
We have a great view here.
I'm thinking of Bill Culley, who is the parade chairman, and how happy he must be that the parade is off and running without a glitch. Well, let me say that, Bill, at this end without a glitch. At the beginning, I'm not sure if there were glitches or not, but it certainly doesn't appear as though.
No, not at all. Things are running very, very smoothly. The motorcycles, let's see what we have coming up.
I'm not sure if we got a chance to thank everyone else. There were a couple of people we left. Let me just mention Guy and Bonnie Travaglio, State Representative Guy Travaglio and Bonnie, Marion Tritch and Clyde Tritch, good folks, Dave Barag, Ed Wadding, Corky Whiteacre, Andy Eric Sr., and Steve Savacki, the man with all the flags. Over 30 people on that committee just to put the parade on today.
Oh, man.
And I don't know, folks, if you've ever thought about what it takes to put the parade on, but just think for a moment, getting all the people in the parade, making sure that they know everything they need to know to make sure that they're on time, in
Where
order.
they need to be, right.
Right. And just all the safety concerns. Again, we mentioned earlier, Police Chief Gary Garman, and he had his own staff of people to ensure the safety for everyone here at the parade along the parade route. Parking, you can just imagine.
Boy, the parking, there were shuttles that were able to
Sure.
come drop people off,
Yeah.
made things a lot easier. That was all planned.
Estimates of 100,000 people. Now just think, if you had to plan an event and you had to bring 100,000 people in, where would you put them? Well, that was Gary Garman's job and Linda Harvey's job.
Amazing.
And Bill Culley's job and all of the folks involved. So just the coordination of the entire event, an incredible task, but a job well done. Congratulations.
Now, if you just tuned in, again, welcome to the Butler Bicentennial Parade, a huge event, 16 months in the planning.
It seems like it just started, though. You said it, we're an hour in already.
It's flying by. It's just terrific.
It's incredible the amount of activities and things that are going on here.
Sure, there are expected to be about 130,000 people or so along the route itself, plus, of course, the folks at home, like you, watching this. It's just an amazing amount of people taking part in this.
Right. By the way, we should point out, and again, something to write down in that pad of paper you have standing by, while many of you may be watching our parade live, we wanted to let you know that in the Butler system, there will be replays of the parade on Channel 10 on Tuesday and Thursday coming up at 1 o'clock both days. Tuesday at 1, Thursday at 1 o'clock, August 29th and 31st. Also in the Zealy and Opal system on Channel 50 on SVTV. Channel 50, it's being broadcast live today, but it will be replayed September 2nd at 7. In fact, all the replay times will be at 7 o'clock. But it'll be Saturday, September 2nd, Sunday, September 3rd, Saturday, September 9th, and Sunday, September 10th, all at 7 o'clock. And if you're in the Grove City Slippery Rock system, you'll be watching the parade on Channel 19, Wednesday at 8:30 at 7 o'clock, Thursday, August 31st at 7 o'clock, and Friday, September 1st at 7 o'clock. So many opportunities to catch the parade again.
A lot of times that's going to be replayed, but if you don't catch it, if you're not able to catch it, or if you did catch it and you want to see it again, there are also going to be videotapes on sale.
Absolutely. You might want that for a keepsake item to pass along to the grandkids as they get older, but they're available for just $20 at the Butler County Chamber of Commerce. I suggest you get your orders in as early as you possibly can. $20 for a piece of history here today.
It's a great keepsake, like you said, for children who may be down here but only 3 or 4 years old who won't remember this. It'll be great, something they can have forever.
Beautiful old cars, antique cars, a big part of the Bicentennial Parade. You're still seeing, as you know, as part of the Syria Moss Motor Corps. And coming up in just a minute, we're going to see the Penn Elementary School. Let me run down at least the list of people involved in the broadcast today. Under the leadership of Tom Graham, who is under tight control here, maintaining absolute control of the parade. Tom Graham, assistant producer Jessica Kendlick, technical director Mike Kendlick, audio Steve Graham. Camera 1 is Jeff Corey. Camera 2, Pat Gallagher on camera 2. Camera 3, Jim Cook. Camera 4, Kirsten Uhas. Floor director is Jennifer Faust. Our first line producer, Kim Faust. Our second line producer, some guy named Judd Stewart. And your host, Scott Lowe, along with Lisa Beatty. A big crew today, Lisa.
A lot of people doing a lot of work here today, boy. Let's see what we're seeing now. There we go.
Shriners
Shriner.
play so the kids can. That's a great line. I like that.
That is. Still part of the Syria Temple.
And they've got their brass band on board. First hour of the parade brought to you by the Syria Temple Smoky smoke.
Yeah, they sure do have a lot of people taking part in this parade today.
Yeah.
We have the Syria Temple Brass Band there now.
Well, this is why when the discussions in the early days of what the big bicentennial parade was going to be all about, the discussion really was left wide open. Let's involve whomever would like to be involved. That is why there's a 4-hour parade today.
A lot of people certainly took them up on that. It's great. People came from all over, not just from Butler County. See what we have coming up here.
Oh, this is the... I lost my place suddenly.
I believe this is
The
the
Penn Elementary.
choir.
Is this the...
I think.
Oh, that's the
looks
Saxony
like
Shrine
that. There
Club.
we go. Saxony Shrine Club. That's an interesting float. Look at that, the Brooklyn Bridge. We have right here in Butler.
There it is, right there.
Tribute to John A. Brooklyn's Brooklyn Bridge.
Wonderful job with that bridge, is there?
It is. It's a beautiful bridge to begin with. It's a great replica. Very
Going to be permanently in place in Saxonburg, on display in Roebling Park in Saxonburg. Great job there, and a great tribute.
Here we go. Here's Penn Elementary School. These kids have been waiting for a little while. They're all
Right.
excited.
Their theme, Penn School, through the years, 1928 to 2000.
On the float, Kathy Norante, Christy Love, both attended Penn Elementary School. They're now both teachers at Penn.
Staff also from the school, under the direction of the float coordinators Tom Tibbett and Jeanette Adams. Nicely done there.
School has been around since 1928.
Great. You know, I didn't ask anybody. I don't think there's any judging of the floats today.
I don't believe so.
But can you imagine if there was?
Oh, it'd be tough. It would be almost impossible.
Everybody wins, that's all.
That's right. There we go. There's a nice close-up of the Penn Elementary School float.
Staff from the school walking beside the float there. Nicely done.
Very nice.
Welcome to Evans City, the city of black and gold, and they don't mean the Steelers. The city of black and gold. They have the truck oil derrick welcoming people to Evans City. And do you know, this is a little trivia quiz for people watching.
Okay.
The original name of Evans City was what? Back in the oil boom days, Evans City was known as what?
Well, you've stumped me, Scott.
It was called Evansburg.
Yeah.
Evansburg, back in the oil boom days. Today, as we celebrate the bicentennial, as we all know, known as Evans City.
There we have the Citizens National Bank float. That is, their theme is banking, past and present.
Citizens Bank, 1878, the bank was founded. The only way banking was done in the early days, just in the front window. Today, a lot of people do their banking through the ATM. Started Citizens Bank in the 1980s. A lot of change, for sure. Okay. The Irvine family, operating Citizens National Bank. Butler County Federated Library System, and their float. Libraries then and now. Butler County Library Federated System, the Butler County Federated Library System comprised of all the Butler public libraries throughout the county.
And their float depicts two scenes at a library in the year 1894. And that was the founding year of the Butler Area Public Library. And that was the first library in Butler County, so a lot of history for that.
Sons of the Union, veterans of the Civil War, John T. Crawford, 443, son of Union veterans of the Civil War out of Katanning. Company H of the 78th Regiment was recruited from Butler County This group compiles a list of all the Civil War graves in the area. And they've erected over 100 new headstones on Civil War soldiers' graves throughout western Pennsylvania. And they're available for speaking engagements. They go to local schools talking about the Civil War. And you can visit them online as well. Get that pad of paper ready. Crawford Camp 43pa.tr.eod.com. Any information that you don't get in today's parade, you can get from the Chamber of Commerce as well.
Very fascinating era, too. It's nice they go around and talk about that. And I bet those ladies in those costumes are glad the temperature's a little late.
That's right. Another elementary school is with us, Center Avenue School, Reading Through Time. I think the Center Avenue School known for the children and the amount of books that they read. It took Lisa a year to plan, design, and create this float for Center Avenue School.
Amazing.
They have 6 book themes on this float. It took a lot of planning. The book themes: Tom Sawyer from 1876, The Wizard of Oz, 1900, Little House on the Prairie, 1935, not the TV show, the book, Charlotte's Web, 1952, Cat in the Hat, 1957, and Clifford, 1963. The students there in the float dressed in book jackets made by their classmates.
Certainly books that everybody knows. A lot of the children who are standing along the parade route will certainly recognize a lot of these characters.
Sure. And I told you about how many books that the Center Avenue kids read.
Mm-hmm.
Over 25,000 books the Center Avenue students read last year.
Amazing.
25,000 books.
Wow. Very well-read students
Absolutely.
at that school.
Bradley, so good job. They've even got the truck pulling the...
Is that papered with
I'm not sure what it's
pages?
It looks like coloring pages.
Coloring books that
Yeah.
the kids did. The rainbow, the pot of gold, represents the wealth of knowledge found at the end of the reading rainbow. That's how they came up with their float design. Let's see the pot of gold
job.
on the front. Here we go.
Well, the community hospital is here. Butler Memorial Hospital. Serving Butler for more than 100 years. A big part of our local history and present day. Nice float. Again with an historical theme. Good job.
Very nice. Some great old pictures on the float. So how things were and how things are.
All you young people watching today, see how much of this parade you can remember. So as you grow up, you can tell all of your children and grandchildren what the county's Bicentennial Parade was like.
Again, if you are just tuning in, we are broadcasting live the 2000 Butler Bicentennial Parade, brought to you by Armstrong Cable.
75 members of the East Butler Sparks 2000, past and present, are up here next.
If you folks at home could see our pages that we're leafing through, we have a lot of
It's amazing.
units in here today. Just amazing.
Members marching today have marched, many of them, been marching since the early 1970s.
I
Some
remember
of them.
seeing them growing up.
Yeah,
Sure.
East Butler Sparks. Band director Mary Augustine does a beautiful job with the drum and bugle chord. Started in 1967.
Take a listen for a minute. Nice job, nice. You can see all the people along the parade route.
Just in this one section of the parade route,
Right.
in front of the VA Medical Center.
Boy, and truly the sea of faces just goes on forever.
Each way.
Each way.
Each way.
As far as we can see from our vantage point, we are atop Chi-Chi's here on Newcastle Road.
A pair of fire trucks heading our way from Meridian. Meridian was in the Sesquicentennial Parade 1950, followed by Lindora's ladder truck. These firemen and women always like to be in the parades. They're big
Boy,
favorites
yeah.
of the young people.
They are, and they do so much hard and good work. It's nice that they can be appreciated like this
Absolutely.
in public. It's nice, you know, the fluorescent trucks seem to be
Yeah.
very in right now.
Pennsylvania Army National Guard, the Butler units. Standing by and ready for any need as they go along the parade route, doing some of their routines for the crowd. Under the leadership of Captain Mark Rayberg, who is the commander, First Lieutenant George Kelly, executive officer, First Sergeant Robert Brown, also First Sergeant.
Seems almost like they're making a formation. They're actually taking up quite a stretch of the road.
Yes, they are.
going
You get a
to
long
do.
shot down, but it, hear the applause as they walk by, people appreciating what they do for
Oh, sure.
our country and our county, our
Yeah.
state,
They are,
being there when called upon.
right. Yes, and they are certainly in their full gear today.
And you look at that, folks. Let's call it 90 degrees outside and humid. These men and women are full tire
In August.
in August. Heavy gear. Thank you. We have a couple of big units coming up, but
You're still looking at the Pennsylvania Army National Guard, the Butler unit. Quite a few vehicles in the parade as well.
they also participated in the Bicentennial parade in 1950.
A lot of tradition in this area.
Sure.
Here you're seeing an overview from one of our cameras up high.
Big truck. They had this,
Okay.
one of the trucks coming in behind that gentleman there was out at the farm show recently, putting on demonstrations. The big trailer truck, back tilting up and down. So a lot of people enjoying that activity, and the guard was there to explain how that works.
You can see, well, we just changed camera angles, but you can see to the right of your screen is the crowds in front of the VA hospital on Newcastle Road. That's quite a truck.
Big truck, sure is.
I've never seen one that looks quite like that. I'm thinking I should have worn my sunscreen, Scott.
Yes, it's getting hot out here. Coming up next is the Flames, Flickers, and Flints
Marching band.
marching band units in their traditional red and white costumes.
We have the majorettes toward the front. It's always amazing to see the majorettes, the girls with the batons.
Yeah. Well, as much as they enjoy being in the parade, you have to think about them walking a mile and a half, 2 miles down the route in this hot weather.
Right, and remembering their routine.
That's
too.
right. But you know what? They're still smiling.
They
That's
are.
great. They know where they are and what their job is.
They do.
From New Wilmington, Flickers Juniors, the Flames, Flickers, and Flints. just 16 miles up the road on Route 38, up Flames and Flickers Majorette Corps in North Washington, Butler County. And the crowd loves them.
Look at the little
Oh,
ones.
that's
in the
beauty,
back.
yeah, right?
They are cute. Getting a jump on it. Good job.
Love the guest. Well, I don't know if you can see these golf carts in the background zipping back and forth. The parade committee is ushering people to and fro, getting them where they need to be, keeping track of those in the parade and who gets off, who keeps going. Oh my God. Look at that routine.
I have to say, I'm glad we're up here. We kind of have it easy, don't we?
That's right. That's right.
There are the little ones. Doing a great job.
The crowd is very appreciative. You can hear them as the bands go by and the floats go by.
That looks like the tail end of the Flames, Flickers, and Flips.
Well, from West Sunbury, also north of Butler County, in Butler County, what life is like. They call it country life. Of course, there are Coke machines everywhere these days. This is Cub Scout Pack 37.
There we go. And looks
Beautiful.
like that is actually the next float. We're sort of getting two in one here. This is actually what you're looking at now, the Freedman's Butler Bilo supermarkets.
They brought in the
They're
entire
hungry.
produce aisle.
They have.
There you go. Hi, folks.
Oh, it does make you want to eat.
That's right, the freshest fruit available. Dave Crater, one of the float coordinators. Good job, David, along with Katie Davis.
This float that you're, well, let's see. Let's go back to the other, I'll go back to the other float. This is the Country Life in West Sunbury float that we are seeing now, a close-up.
Oh, there they are.
And the significance of this float is that farming is a big part of West Sunbury families. And there you see whole families.
Look at all the people that helped.
Lots of people. Cub Scout Pack 37 taking part.
That's the Freedman's float there you saw behind the big tractor truck.
Now you're looking at the Butler County Sheriff's Posse.
I wonder if Sheriff Denny Rickard is atop one of the horses. We'll see.
That's a good
Moment
question.
here.
It's tell from here. This actually originated 30 years ago, has approximately 40 members, the captain, Ken Shoemaker. And the horses that you're seeing, these beautiful horses, they're owned by individuals, not the Sheriff's Department. They're individuals' horses taking part in this.
Quite a posse.
Yes, it is.
These are the guys they send out after you. You're on the run.
These are why you want to stay on the right side of the law.
These guys are going to track you down.
Doing a fine job. The beautiful horses. Just keeping time. Again, this is the Butler County Sheriff's Posse that you're looking at.
Bicentennial Parade began 9:30, August 26th, year 2000. We expect to be done just in time for the Christmas holiday.
I know you say that as a joke, but you're not too. Hush.
It's amazing, though. What
It is.
an incredible presentation today.
It's definitely a big part of our area's history is being
Absolutely.
represented today.
Once again, congratulations to all those folks. Whether you're putting your float together, whether you're parking cars, you're shuttling people back and forth along the parade route.
Look at all of the people along the route right now.
are doing the broadcast today from Armstrong Cable. Thank you on behalf of everyone as we celebrate Butler County's bicentennial year.
We'll let you have a listen now to the Mars Area High School marching band.
Good job, everyone, along the parade routes. The parade is going along nicely. We have a lot yet to come.
Oh boy, we've only had about 35, 36 groups so far.
Yeah.
So we're about a quarter of the way there.
Armstrong Cable, everyone under the direction and leadership of Tom Graham, Jim Cook, Judd Stewart, and all the folks. And we'll have a list at the end of the parade. Please pay attention to all those folks and give them a personal thank you for bringing you the parade live on Cable Channel 10 and all the systems in Butler, Zelienople, Slippery Rock, and also on the internet live on www.avenueu.com. It's an exciting thing when people found out on the committee that the parade is going to be broadcast on the internet. Suddenly that just changed things for them. Suddenly we're worldwide.
Now we're big.
it's a big
We
time.
are. This is big time. Very
Incredible.
exciting.
It's, the kids all enjoy it.
Oh,
All the kids are
as
here
you
today.
can see.
Yeah. Next in line, we have the Revelation Riders, celebrating 200 years of evangelism on Butler County roads. These folks take trips, chapter of the Christian Motorcyclist Association, celebrating its first year in Butler in the year 2001. They have a lighthouse on their float coming. There it is right there, which is over 12 feet tall. Represents the light of Jesus Christ, which has been carried to thousands in and around Butler County for over 200 years. They do nice work.
There we go.
At least I'm going to regret sitting here in the sun. Tomorrow I'll be whining about it.
I know. I'm looking down saying I really should have worn sunscreen today, but that's okay. A few more freckles.
But I'm not complaining.
That's right.
Right.
We're out in the beautiful outdoors this wonderful, wonderful event.
Giving the lighthouse a little extra push there.
Again, those are the Revelation Riders. Revelation.
Oh, all right. That's a height. Walk back.
That was.
Pittsburgh and Butler Railway Company from the Valencia Area Historical Society. There it is, look at that.
Very
Representing
nice.
the last trolley that traveled between Butler and Valencia. That was the last trolley that ran the rails.
Pittsburgh Short Lines, it says on it. Butler. Pittsburgh and Butler Railway.
You notice the turning wheels, the bell, even the number 111, which was the last car. The short line existed from 1905 to 1931. And you see the big K for the local Kiwanis Club. Back in the 1930s and 40s, that was the way you got around. Hop the trolley.
You can see some of the crowds in front of the VA hospital behind us.
No one's left.
So nobody's left.
We're still here. We're glad you're along for the big Bicentennial Parade here on Armstrong Cable. And there's just, again, we keep reiterating this, but the excitement and enthusiasm, all of the smiles, people are so happy that the parade is here and now.
They are. This is a big family outing, it seems.
It really
People
is.
coming with coolers
That's
and
right.
all sorts of things today.
That's great.
See what we're looking at now. There's an overview of how many people are in front of the VA hospital.
We see up and coming here the Katanning Firemen's Band. They won first place many times in state competition. This is one great band.
Wow, they must be able to see what they have to play for us here.
They usually take first in their Firemen's Western Convention. They were here back at the Bicentennial. Let's look.
Again, that was the Katanning Firemen's Band, about 35 members. Kevin Gibbons, that is the band director.
Good job. There's a nice little, what they used to call a horseless carriage. Joe Neff's units from Shikora.
And what the children used to look like,
That was,
dressed in their period clothes.
that's right. That was built in 1908.
See what we're looking at here.
The Mars National Bank.
I
yes.
believe that's it. With my favorite, the ATM machine. Can't live without it.
Float coordinators Linda Lees and Peggy Schuler help with the float together as Mars National Bank celebrates their 100th anniversary this year. They're half as old as Butler County.
It looks like they entered in the Mars Homecoming July 4th parade. They won 2 awards. They were the best decorated business float, and they also won the Mayor's Award.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mars National Bank. Mercer Road, Engine 6 from Butler Township is with us, and along with South Butler. Fire trucks, all spiffed up. The rescue number
It's a
7
nice
unit.
shot.
Yeah.
Very nice. It's great to see these fellows who work so hard and generally don't get a lot of thanks for what they do.
That's right. But they're here today, and it's a great way to thank them, give them a nice round of applause as they drive by. Whoa, Nellie.
Oh, whoa, what is this one? Oh, this must be the Butler County Republican Committee.
There you go. Jim Bird, your elephant looks just fine.
It looks like in 1909, the political leaders joined the nation in commemorating the 100th anniversary of Abe Lincoln's birthday. And incidentally, a piece of trivia, the first Lincoln penny was also introduced that year. That was 1909.
Tri-County Sabres are up, 30 members of this group, in their 8th year of entertaining people throughout the tri-state area. The girls all dressed up today, range in age from 5 to 16. And look where they're going next year. They're going to SeaWorld and Six Flags.
I had to look.
Beautiful.
How exciting. It's nice that a lot of the younger kids, you mentioned age ranges 5 to 16. It's great a lot of these young kids can
That's right.
really take part in this historic event.
It's very exciting for them too. And you know, I don't know how much parents have been talking to their children if they're in the parade, but to let them know how important this is, how more important it'll be as they get older.
Right,
That
exactly.
they participated as you were. Remember when you were 5 years old, you were in the big Bicentennial Parade, the biggest parade ever.
It's amazing.
It's exciting. It's
Yeah.
great
For
history.
them, it's probably another parade at age 5.
That's right. It's nothing now.
They don't realize.
That's absolutely right. Right. But it's really amazing that that this is you're making your own history today.
It is. We've actually seen almost 50 groups at this point. So we're moving right along. That's 50 out of about 130.
300. How many?
He's just teasing.
It's-
I hope. About 130 some. So beautiful day to be out here. Just lovely.
Sure is.
Is this the Shakura Medical Center? Yes, it is.
Now and then. Or then and now. I don't know how they have it on the now and then.
Now and then. There you go.
Shakura Medical Center.
The facility king, Joe Spano, and Queen Alma Kilkin. I hope I said that right.
Right.
They're riding in the very center of the float. And the horse and sulky represent the old Shakura Fairgrounds and the horse racing that was held there, including the world-famous Star Pointer.
Amazing.
And actually, now this is interesting. The first horse to run a mile in under 2 minutes
Wow.
was there. That's
Remember that was
amazing.
Star Pointer, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right. Good memory, yeah.
Amazing. Pittsburgh Harmony Butler Harmony Short Line. There's a Harmony Line trolley right there.
Looks like it.
The world of children performing sign language to music. And everybody knows this song. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony.
Very nice. I sure remember that one.
It's their most popular song in Harmony, Pennsylvania. Paul and Karen McDowell did a great job with the Harmony Line trolley there.
Let's see what we have here. Altmeier's Western Wear.
They have a horse-drawn carriage delivering, what could they possibly be delivering? Let me think. A big load of boots. Of course they would.
I could use a spare pair.
Wagon pulled by a team of Hallfinger. Is that what they call them? Hallfingers.
Let's see
Hallfinger.
here.
Ages
Looks
9
like it.
and 10.
Hoffinger, yeah. This is from Misty Morn Farm.
All right, folks.
Oh, this is great. The names of the horses, can you guess? Garth and Brooks.
Perfect. There you go. They mentioned the sidekick is Morgan Slater. I wonder if that's him right there. One of the more important jobs on the parade route. If that is you, Morgan, everyone along the parade route thanks you.
Doing a fine job.
Yes. We talked with Dr. Smith at the top of the broadcast today about Slippery Rock University's entrance. Slippery Rock University started in 1889. And you see on their float there, that's Old Main.
Now, I didn't know the university was that old.
It has been around for
A
a
lot
while,
of
yes.
history.
That's the big landmark shot. You take a look at that. That's what you think of Slippery Rock University.
Right, driving up there.
By the way, the float was built by the student employees of the SGA bookstore.
The students there apparently have been building award-winning floats for Slippery Rock University's homecoming parade
Right.
for the past 5 years, so good job.
Following the Slippery Rock University float is the Slippery Rock University Marching Rockets. Give a listen. Block five. Good job.
Very nice. Slippery Rock University.
Well, the band is making Dr. Smith proud today. Very nice job.
They sure are. Right in sync, too.
This is the American Legion from Butler County.
Yes. See that logo, that famous logo
Yeah.
on the side?
And you see all of the posts there throughout Butler County and representatives.
Great organization, something my grandmother Christy was involved with for many, many years. Just remember telling me about the good things they do.
Everybody's happy to be along for the ride, enjoying the crowds here, the crowd enjoying all of the participants in the parade.
Very nice, with all the flags.
Folks, you're right in the midst of a big part of the history of Butler County right now. The Lions Club of Butler County, over 77 years of service. Jim Hobson, Bob Barron, float coordinators. The Petrolia Lions Clowns are on deck. Over 77 years of service. The Butler County Lions Clubs.
Here we go. You are now looking at the Salvation Army float. This is the past, present, and future. Past is represented by the founder, General William and Catherine Booth, and today portrayed by the Butler Salvation Army pastors, Major Paul and Virginia Downing.
Some great kids along for the ride there, too. Can you imagine being asked if you'd like to be on a float as a kid? Ride through this
I
parade?
don't remember ever doing that when I was a small
Me
child.
neither. Me neither.
How exciting. Of course, it wasn't so bad standing alongside and having candy thrown at you.
That's right. That's right.
Certainly a famous logo there, a group that does so much good
Sure.
for so many people, Salvation Army.
Sure. The Cranberry Township Historical Society we saw there a minute ago.
There we go. This is the float theme is a trip to the courthouse in a 1914 Ford Runabout.
Wow.
Nice car to go cruising in.
Well, we have coming up next. This is a favorite too. The Greater Kensington String Band, known as GKSB. Band, a chartered member of the Philadelphia Mummers String Band Association.
So you know it is going to be wild.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Look at these costumes.
They were organized in 1946. They marched in the famous New Year's Day Mummers Parade in 1948. And 3 years ago marked the band's 50th consecutive appearance in the spectacular Philadelphia Parade. And we're glad to have them here for the spectacular Bicentennial Parade.
In case you're wondering what they're wearing, which I am, it says the band is wearing a suit from the year 2000 presentation, The Lilt of the Irish. So you're seeing a lot of green, that's why. fabulous costumes.
Right.
These fellas must have fun.
I think a lot of these guys live for this, just performing in front of great crowds.
Especially those fellas. They're
right.
definitely extroverts.
That's right. And you know, they're all going to go home and say, you should have seen the Butler Parade.
Absolutely. Let's see what we are looking at now. Looks like the Herman Volunteer Fire Company.
Herman and
See who's up front.
Penn Township. Right behind. Penn Township is right behind her.
Okay. Again, some more volunteer fire departments.
Well, here on behalf of the Butler County-wide 4-H Dairy Club, chugging along for God Milk.
One of the best ads in recent years.
Sure,
too, by the way.
absolutely. Barbara Rader and 4-H club members and parents put the very special float together. They have 6 different dairy breeds represented by 4-Hers. The Holstein, Jersey, the Rassau and Ayrshire, Brown Swiss, and Guernsey. Oh, and one more, the Milking Shorthorn.
There we go. That's great.
How cute are they?
What an interesting float. Look at the kids in the back. Having a great time. The Countywide Dairy Club averages about 40 members a year, and they want to make sure that you have got milk
Got
in
milk.
your diet.
Butler Rotary clubs are up next. Both clubs are represented here, the morning club and the evening club. They've been serving Butler County since 1920, the same year as the very first radio broadcast out of Pittsburgh. 1932 Model A Ford.
There's some history there.
Absolutely. Nicely done.
The balloons on that float, by the way, indicate different local and worldwide charities sponsored by the Butler Rotary Clubs.
There's an interesting float. Blair T. Grube Antiques and Woodworking. A 1914 T.W. Phillips 20 horsepower natural gas oil field engine. And an 1896 reproduction of F.J. Barnes Company pedal jigsaw. Blair Grube, owner and operator and woodworker. We also have the GFWC, the Federation of Women's Clubs.
I think right now we're actually
Up
looking at
by.
the end of the 4-H. And there we go. There's the one that you were just...
Says they've raised nearly $100,000 each year in their local charity work.
Good job. Wow.
Good job. Started back in 1928.
You're looking at the Butler County Community College Pioneers right now. And no,
Actually,
you're
the
not.
4-H. The 4-H Livestock Club. They have different 4-H projects this year. Butler, Beaver, Lawrence County, Wool, Queen, Sharon, Ancrum.
And now we're back on the Butler County Community College Pioneers. The wagon is the college's first logo still today for the basketball and volleyball teams, still being used.
Absolutely. Great things happening at Butler County Community College. And appropriate, their name, the Pioneers. Glad to be aboard the Bicentennial Parade.
And it appears the Butler County Community College was founded in 1965.
Connoquenessing fire truck just went by. There she is.
To see what's coming down the road here.
This looks like Slippery Rock.
This, I believe, yes, it looks like the Slippery Rock Area High School Rocket Marching Band.
129 in all. under the direction of Jerry Maxwell, the Rockets entertaining us as the Bicentennial Parade moves along here on Armstrong Cable. Glad to have you along. Let's listen.
Down in North Carolina, and out of 3 possible categories, they took 2 first-place trophies. So
Congratulations. Prospect Borough Volunteer Fire Department.
Again, you can see the crowds lined up all along the route from, gosh, I don't know how far.
Center Township Unionville Fire Department also heading up.
Who is this that we're looking at? Let's see. Butler County.
There's
The
the
arts?
close. The Butler Arts Council. They're here, just not on our list of who's going to be
They aren't, but what an incredible fun.
celebrating 200 years in Butler County.
The Butler
Butler
Arts
Theater, Musical Theater Guild, Signal Donna, Blazing Star, Choral Society, Butler County Symphony, Associated Artists, Notables, Barbershop Chorus.
Lots of good work. And it's so nice that we have that in Butler. We don't have to travel to see some of
That's
them.
right, exactly right.
It's terrific.
Good.
We'll keep it going.
Everybody's heading into the new millennium.
Paul Lawrence Dunbar Community Center, we saw just go by.
Hunter's Truck Sales has an entry in today's parade. Moving into the millennium. Very nice.
It goes with the gut milk.
That's right. Fourth generation of the Hunter family at work today. Hunter's Truck Sales and Service, largest medium and heavy full service dealer in the state of Pennsylvania.
I'm learning so much about the different companies and groups in our area
It's
today.
amazing. Since 1927. And right behind is a 2001 Peterbilt driven by Tom Horn. If you're a truck fan, you'll
Those
love
are the
that
kind
beast
of-
right there.
Look at the nice shiny red. Those are the kind of trucks that make little kids want to.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Yeah. A moving experience, absolutely.
That was bad.
We've got some candy being distributed along the way.
Too bad they can't toss all the way up here.
Yeah.
Look at the pay. I don't know if you can see. Guess we can't see it at this moment. They're growing from little
Little Austin.
cow pails.
Yeah.
There we go, little Austin.
That must be fun.
Kids in the cars. Oh, just an incredible time. If you were just tuning in again, we are here for the 2000 Butler Bicentennial Parade.
Getting some of our sunscreen in place.
We may be a little too late, though, I'm thinking.
Right. But still, it's still, the parade is well underway. There's a lot more to see, and the smiles are still here. We're glad that you're along for the ride today on our special broadcast on Armstrong Cable. the Bicentennial Parade for all those on the committee, all those planners, all those float builders. It is here. It seemed so far off not long ago, but it is finally here.
It seemed far off because folks who've been working on this have been doing so for 16 months, almost a year and a half. So.
Really.
Right.
People came here early yesterday to set up for the parade, to make sure they got the best seat in the house, just to be ready for the Bicentennial Parade. People have been talking about it for so long, and it's here today, and they're just enjoying it. Enthusiasm is high, and everybody's done such a great job in getting all the floats together. It's a wonderful parade.
They have. And the nice thing is the best seat in the house is really right at home in your own recliner.
Absolutely.
We're back on the parade route here.
There's somebody
see.
walking his dog along the parade route. It's hard to believe. Finding time to walk the dog.
That's right.
Down there. It's amazing. We've got the Seneca Valley Band coming up. We've got the Butler County Airport coming up, and just a lot more floats, and we haven't seen anything yet.
That's right. We're actually a little more than halfway through at this point. So you've missed some floats. You've missed about 70 different items if you are just tuning in. And if you are, we are going to be rebroadcasting this. We'll give you those times a little bit later. And we're also, the tape can be sold, or can be bought rather.
It is being sold,
for just
that's right.
$20. It is being sold.
Absolutely.
Pick that up at the Chamber of Commerce building.
Absolutely. And if you're just tuning in to watch On Location, it ain't on today. Instead, of course, the parade. We're glad you've joined us. Seneca Valley Raider Band is here from Harmony, Pennsylvania. They love appearing and performing all over Western Pennsylvania.
They are looking good. Nice overview. Some of these camera angles are just terrific.
Perfect.
See all people lined up along the side. Doesn't seem like people are leaving. It seems like more people are coming.
Right. If they can find a parking space, they're here. And we welcome you if you're joining us on the internet. www.avenueu.com. Welcome. First parade in Butler County to be broadcast worldwide.
That's right. I was just telling some friends in California the other day about this, and they're going to try to get up early enough on the West Coast to tune in.
That's right.
On the webcast.
I have family up in Western New York. I have sister Sherry, my brother Stuart. Hiya, how you doing?
They're watching?
Watching on
Great.
the internet. My dad, stepmom are down here, actually. They heard about the parade.
And they came for the parade.
Came to Butler to watch the parade. So they're watching on television. So we're glad to have you down here.
Sure. I'd love to know the farthest somebody came to see this parade.
Yeah.
If they came home, if they had moved away years ago and they came back for this, I would really be interested in hearing that.
That's great. Well, the Seneca Valley Raider Band. It's a long band, actually.
It is, isn't it? I've seen quite a few bands today with the metallic pom-poms. That seems to be the newer.
Glistening in the sunshine.
Yes, it's great.
I forget, how many did it say? How many bands and floats?
I believe
Here.
137.
28 bands, 54 floats, 30 fire trucks. How about that?
Oh, boy. And then, of course, a lot of cars and horses in between. And that was the Seneca Marching Band, Seneca High School.
That's a big band.
That was a huge band. We were just talking about their beautiful new high school.
Good job.
Very nice.
Butler County Airport is up next, following Seneca Valley.
Oh, getting a beautiful breeze up here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Great day for this.
Just to let you know, Sandy, I did put sunscreen on. It's
You got the warning this morning, right? And again, on the way down the street, Butler County Airports. Been around
Yeah.
since 1929.
The banner you saw there is carried by the Harbor Triplets, Merrick, Ashley, and Alexandra. Nice float there too.
The children, I don't know if you can see them at this point, they were wearing NASA spacesuits. They attended a special NASA space camp. I guess that's a child's dream.
Yeah, yeah.
See John Deere tractors going through. From Carl S. Gehring. One was a 1943 tractor, the other 1939. Boy, they looked in better shape than most of the new ones.
There's an old fire truck.
We have the Cranberry Volunteer Fire Company coming up behind.
That hose cart, by the way, I believe, pulled a float in the 1950 parade, the Bicentennial Parade. Saxonburg Volunteer Fire Company organized in 1931. That hose cart was one of the first pieces of equipment bought by the Saxonburg Volunteer Fire Department back in the early 1930s.
It's amazing how some of these departments have really kept this equipment looking good. And there you can see again the crowds that have lined up all
Sure.
along this parade route.
Volunteer Fire Department right here marching behind. There's that horse-drawn cart. Of course, today not being pulled by a horse, but one of the first pieces of equipment bought when the fire department was organized 70 years ago. And I bet those guys still know how to use it.
They probably do. That's great they kept that too. So often along the years you get rid of things.
Sure.
Look at that. Look at the hose coiled up around the internal cart. I think that was tough, huh?
Yep.
Fighting fires with that back.
Absolutely. Rolling history.
There we go. More members of the Saxonburg Volunteer Fire Company.
There they are, proudly marching along, representing the Saxonburg area. Thank you, gentlemen. Coming up next, look at that, the Armstrong group of companies, the Cable Services truck.
Very nice. The theme, 200 years of communication.
Big part of the broadcast today, of course, the folks from Armstrong planning, presenting today's broadcast, guarding one of the Armstrong group of companies.
This is a great float. I don't know if you can, are we
Very
getting,
nice.
we'll have to get a shot inside of this float if we can. Showing, depicting 1800, 1900, and the year 2000.
Very nice. Armstrong providing the parade today, both on cable television and worldwide on the internet at www.avenueu.com. Very nice. Vagabond
from Lindora. I certainly remember seeing them in parades growing up as well.
There they are.
They've just recently been reorganized, incidentally.
There's Andy Yerrick you saw in the General Butler Vagabonds. Now the Butler Medical Center, VA Medical Center, located right across the way.
A lot of folks taking part in this, representatives from Civil War reenactment groups, Keystone Paralyzed Veterans of America Wheelchair Olympic Team, and employees, of course, of the VA.
Very good. Celebrating 200 years of veterans.
See the Olympic team up there.
Folks may be wondering when the VA was completed, when it first went into operation. Well, the year was 1941, and it was built and operated at first as a tuberculosis sanitarium, leased to the U.S. Army Medical Department, leased by them actually in 1942, and used during World War II, and then later established as the Veterans Administration Hospital.
And there was a float that just went by in between. I think it went by already. It was the Butler County Children's Center. And their theme was education.
The Marine Color Guard before this. There's Marion. Is that Marion? Yeah, Marion Tritch. Marion Tritch was the sesquicentennial queen. There she is.
She's
Hi,
our
Marion.
Bicentennial queen.
There she is.
Very nice.
Marion, you haven't changed a bit. How happy she must be as the queen then, and
Oh, sure.
we'll call her the Bicentennial queen. How's that?
Went to school with her daughter.
Did you?
Remember her from way back. Sure. Never knew she was a sesquicentennial queen, though.
Very nice. And the Montauk Warrior Band you're listening to from West Sudbury, 97 members under the direction of Nathan Dobbinspec. The Warriors. Excellent.
You can really tell by watching how much put into this.
Well, if there's any extra pressure, we've got to be perfect today, you know, for the big parade.
I bet there would be. Probably self-imposed, but
Right.
still. These kids were probably up at the crack of dawn this morning, too.
Sure.
Nerves, trying to
If
get...
they got any sleep at all.
Right. Here we go. You're looking at the Democrats always working to better your future.
President Kennedy visited Butler County 40 years ago on the steps of the courthouse before, well, I don't remember how many thousands of people were in attendance in downtown Butler to see President Kennedy here. But it was memorable. Everybody who was there has a story to tell.
I'm going to get my leg. I can feel it.
The size of the crowd was enormous. There's a fun group, the Keystone Squares. Organized in 1970 as a square dance club, There are 3 charter member couples still active in the group. There you go. They have a lot of fun.
That's fun. You can always tell by walking they're having such a good time. And the wagon you're looking at right now is Heavenly Blue Stables. They're out of Shakura, PA. That's the Alan and Deanna Scherbaum family. It's actually a replica of a late 1800s delivery wagon.
There's Dustin up on top too, 7-year-old Dustin, and Lacey, who is 5. That's a nice wagon right there.
That is nice.
Well, out of Latrobe, Pennsylvania comes Valley Dairy's Ice Cream Joe. Hi, Joe.
My kind of engine.
Yeah, there you go. He's not tossing ice cream out of the car.
Wouldn't make it too far today, huh?
Would not. Beautiful.
Incidentally, Valley Dairy Restaurants, which of course we have one right here in the Butler Mall. I
Yep.
believe it's still here. They've been in business for over 60 years. And the one here in the mall has been here since 1972.
Beautiful.
Incidentally, if you're just joining us, we are bringing the Butler Bicentennial Parade live to you from atop Chi-Chi's on Newcastle Street.
Lisa Beatty, along with Scott Lowe, glad to have you along for the ride today as we celebrate our 200th birthday here in Butler County with a special bicentennial parade traveling on Newcastle Road in front of the VA Medical Center. And while we've seen a lot of the parade, we have much more to see.
We do.
We have the Seneca Valley Junior Football Association of Cranberry. 54 girls coming up from the Hain and Rowan Elementary School. Anita Smith and Michelle Nusser, and Lisa Nusser, coordinators of this group.
For the last 2 years, the girls received a monetary appreciation award. And in addition to that award, they also received Director's Award trophy this year. When they're not participating in local parade events, you can find them dancing at the Cranberry Township football field.
How cute are they? The girls would like to, by the way, give it an enormous thank you, it says, to all the coaches, the helpers, the parents, Anita Smith and Michelle Nusser for working as a team and making this an absolutely awesome experience. Isn't that nice to say?
Very. Again, you are looking at the Seneca Valley Junior Football Association of Cranberry Township.
Good job. All the girls have big smiles on their faces.
They do. I bet they'll smile all the way through, too.
Well, a couple of fire trucks here from Zealy and Opal and Harmony. All nice and shiny.
I'm waiting for the good humor truck to go.
Boy.
Very nice. And there you have, uh-oh, look who's in the crowd. Ronald McDonald.
Holy mackerel. There he is. Hi, Ron. Well, as we are broadcasting from high atop Chi-Chi's Mexican restaurant.
We're up here in the tent.
We're up here in the tent. Hello, everybody. Glad to have you along. We want to thank all the folks at Chi-Chi's for letting us be here.
It's a great place to do this.
Excellent location. Wonderful. Good folks at Chi-Chi's. Not to mention the good food, too.
That's right.
The 2nd Marine Division Band from North Carolina, traveling up north to join us here in Butler County. 2nd Marine Division Band. The division's own was formed from the 2nd, 6th, and 8th Marine Regiment Band during 1942. Let's listen. That's excellent.
Always a crowd pleaser.
That was excellent. Nicely done.
That was again the 2nd Marine Division Band.
From Camp Lejeune. My brother Robin spent some time in Camp Lejeune, former Marine.
Yes,
And they do a wonderful job.
They
Take
do.
care of their own.
they perform all over the United States, Canada, and even Europe. So those folks get around. We're glad to have
Right.
them here.
The Blue Angels have just flown in from the Air Heritage Museum and Restoration Museum over in Beaver Falls.
Look at those planes.
The Blue Angels from the U.S. Navy. We had the Marines, now we have the Navy and Air Force coming in.
To separate them all.
So you got to keep it separated.
Right.
Depicting the time and sequence of World War II, the Korean campaign, Vietnam, and our race to space. See the shuttle there, the shuttle Enterprise.
Oh, we're getting a little show.
Make it
Very
so.
nice.
Another one of the favorites for the young people in the audience today.
I have to say, my parents were planning on coming to the parade today, and they decided at the last minute to stay home, watch it on Armstrong Cable live. And I think right now, being so warm out here, I'm glad
Good
they
choice,
did.
Mom and Dad.
Very good choice.
Coming up next, our good buddy Newt Tack. Hi, Newt. John Tack in the Bicentennial Parade drove a team of horses pulling a hearse. Newt's back in the Bicentennial Parade. They've worked on a lot of projects throughout Butler County. Tack family since 1885, and on the back of the truck there is a soapbox derby truck from 1957.
Look at these women in their costumes. Those are just terrific. They're dressed in Union artillery attire of the Civil War era.
Very nice. Butler Area Sports Hall of Fame. Nationally known inductees. Saul brothers.
Athletes and coaches, all inductees into the Butler Hall of Fame.
Bill Saul, Rich Saul, Ron Saul. Eddie Vargo was a National League umpire. Ronnie Klein from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Beverly Fry Plocky, Marty Cipher, and Coyle Lamison in our Butler County Sports Hall of Fame.
You're now looking at Knock High School Marching Band.
James Weinberg is the director of the Knights.
And boy, they have an exciting year. Not only are they marching in our Bicentennial Parade, but they're heading down to Disney World next April.
Whoa.
They'll be playing the song Celebration. Everyone knows that one.
As they're doing today.
They look like they'd fit in Disney World with all their colors.
They do. They do. Let's listen to the Knox High School Marching Band from Saxonburg, all 153 members of the organization.
That is the Knox High School Marching Band. Celebration. They'll remember that song.
Huh?
Gets the crowd going.
Harken back to the 70s.
Right.
Oh my God. Well, that's part of history too.
It is. It's all coming back too.
Yeah, right.
So,
There we go. Good job. The Sunset Riders Motorcycle Group is here. Their 50th anniversary as a chartered club with the American Motorcyclists Association. The two main goals of this group: to promote safe and responsible riding and raising money for local charities. In organized fashion, the Sunset Riders Motorcycle Group coming down Newcastle Road. There they are, doing good work for Butler County. There's the firehouse. The firehouse promotes fire safety. Safety signs on the float say things like memorize your phone number. All right, all you youngsters out there, listen to this. Here are things you need to know. Look both ways before you cross the street. Always wear your seatbelt in the car. Know your fire escape plan. Never open the door for strangers. Always wear your helmet. Know emergency numbers for fire and police. And don't play with matches. Thanks, Rick McGivigan. Nicely done. Firehouse used to teach children the do's and don'ts with safety. There's the VNA, the Visiting Nurses Association. VNA of Western Pennsylvania, headquarters right here in Butler. Offices in Ford City, Valencia, Vandergrift. Their theme for the parade, which they're entitling Visiting Nurses Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. Under the float coordinator actions and leadership, Debbie Kaler. The float depicts a scene of one of the first visiting nurses in the late 1800s, and then shows what a home visit represents today. While not being sure what lays out in front of tomorrow for the VNA, we will only guess good things for the wonderful work they do for those in need at home. Well, there's one of the tall bikes again. On wheels, the William H. Davey, William J. Davey group out of Zealy and Opal. It's a father and son team. Fathers have been riding for 30 years. The son's been riding for about 8 years, but look at that. They do so well together. It'd be fun to ride one of them. The high wheel bicycle. Original bikes from 1883. Jeff and Heather Rapp from Rapp's Bicycle Center. Thanks for being here. These are called the Top Hats band. Top Hats. Marching towards us. Marching along with some great 70s music. I Will Survive. Gloria Gaynor? Is that Gloria Gaynor? Oh boy. The memory hasn't gone completely. The drum and bugle, the encore, the Top Hats. Coming up next, the Butler County Humane Society. Boy, they do good work. Very important organization here in Butler County. Demonstrating then and now, 1897 and the year 2000, established in 1897. The Humane Society, listen to this. Did you know that in the early days they took in homeless women, children, and animals? And as years went by, as the organization developed, their primary purpose focused on the homeless, abandoned, neglected, and abused animals. They do wonderful work there at the Humane Society, and what a nice float that is. Good job with the float. There he is, mascot for the Humane Society. I don't know what his name is. Let's call him Zach. Zach, the Humane Society puppy. We have a couple of fire trucks from Portersville, Muddy Creek, you saw there, followed by a unit from West Sunbury, a rescue unit. Hi there. Look at how much fun she's having. Very cute. The Hindman Transfer and Storage Company you see right there, family owned and operated since 1899. There in their tractor trailer and horse and buggy. Buddy Hindman is the float coordinator. Company started by George Washington Hindman. That's a great name. They're in their 101st year. They've been in the moving and freight hauling business for a long, long time. The Ceramic Cottage in Butler, their theme for the float, birthday celebrations past and present. Mary Coffey and Dot DeAngelis, a colonial birthday party and a millennium birthday party with all the children having fun at the millennium party, painting ceramics. The Ceramic Cottage.
Very nice. You're now looking at Eisler Nurseries. As you can see there, they have been around since 1926. So not quite as long as Butler, but Pretty close. There's Eisler Nurseries. They specialize in growing shade and ornamental trees. And their float, as you can see, they have done a lot of work on that. Just beautiful. It's the float's theme is landscaping for the new millennium. And incidentally, Eisler Nurseries also took part in the Bicentennial Parade back in 1950. And I'm sure they'll be around for the next parade. Let's see who we have here. It looks like we have Freeport. As you can see, the Freeport Marching Band. As they're coming up the road. Very nice. We'll take a listen to the Freeport Marching Band. Again, Freeport Marching Band, that's who you're watching right now. And if you just tuned in, you are looking at the Butler Bicentennial Parade being brought to you live by Armstrong Cable. Oh, now everybody recognizes this guy. This is, of course, the Maytag guy. There he is. Maytag washing machines, 100 years in the making. Believe it or not. And this is brought to you by Gold Maytag Home Appliance Center in Butler. There's the front. See if we can get the Maytag guy in the back again. He was my favorite. There we go. Gold Maytag wanted to thank the Butler community for many years of support of their business. Here we go. Looks like we have Miss Pennsylvania Jennifer Watkins joining our Butler Bicentennial Parade. The car she's riding in is a 1964 Plymouth Fury convertible. Carrying Miss Butler County again, Jennifer Watkins. The driver is Tom Costa from Eau Claire, Pennsylvania. There she is. Just beautiful. Miss Butler County, Jennifer Watkins. Miss Pennsylvania, pardon me. Miss Pennsylvania, Jennifer Watkins. Big difference there. This girl went a long way to earn that title. Looks like she deserves it. Just beautiful. And we're now looking at Lows and Life Steps of Butler, PA. The float celebrates the spirit of the merchant who continues to give generously, as they say. From Coons Country Store to Lowe's Improvement Warehouse, from Easter Seals to Life Steps, they all join together to improve the quality of life for families in Butler County. You're now looking at the Butler County Dairy Promotion. This is the Dairy Tanker with Dairy Maids and the Dairy Princess. And of course, the Got Milk slogan. Back again. There are the dairy misses, maids, princesses. Now you're looking at the Meridian Fife and Drum Corps from Butler, Pennsylvania. 25 members in this band. And they did participate 50 years ago in the Bicentennial Parade. The Fife and Drum Corps is an all-girl marching unit that started in 1943. They are proud to announce 57 years of marching. Now, some of the girls that you're looking at are carrying on a family tradition, possibly third generation of marchers. So just great. Again, we'd like to thank Armstrong Cable for bringing this to you, this live show of the 2000 Butler Bicentennial Parade. Again, celebrating 200 years. Thank you, Armstrong Cable, for bringing us this production. Back to the parade route. Let's see who we have here. Petrolia Volunteer Fire Department coming down the road. Again, more fire departments joining in this today. Gives us all a chance to say thank you and give our gratitude for the work they do. Coming up behind is the Butler American Legion Post 117. Now, this is actually the pioneer post at Butler County. Very nice. Nice float. Heading the float in the headdress, in dress whites, as you can see, Colonel Gary Kuhn. And coming up the road now, again, as you can see there, Butler County's 4-H Livestock Club. Seems like it has been around since the year 1910, so a lot of history to add to the history of this parade. On this float, I don't know how close we can get, but on the float, hay, corn, pigs are on the float as well. They are all seen in 4-H club projects. A great group for young people. Very nice. We see kids, we see dogs, a little bit of everything here in the parade. Goats, we see goats. There we go. You can see in the bottom part of your screen. Very nice. And again, we're bringing this to you. The vantage point that you're seeing is from atop Chi-Chi's. We'd like to thank them for allowing us to actually use their rooftop, which is where we're stationed. There we go, Chi-Chi's along Newcastle Street in Butler. A great view and some great food too. Thank you, Chi-Chi's. Down the road, we see Karnes City Junior Senior High School Marching Band. It looks like they have just shy of 100 members. They have 99 members in the Karnes City Junior Senior High School Marching Band. We're taking a look at some of the people in the crowd here again. If you just tuned in, we're expecting about 130,000 or so people lining Newcastle Street watching this historic parade. A few facts about the parade in case you missed it at the beginning. This is the largest parade ever in Butler County. There are approximately 137 units in this parade, about 6,000 people taking part in this parade. So a lot of hard work went into this. And of course, we got a beautiful day for it. So things couldn't be better for the Butler Bicentennial. Again, that was the Karn City Junior Senior High School Marching Band, 99 members. Incidentally, they were in the Youngstown St. Patrick's Day Parade. They were the grand champions for the last 2 years, so congratulations. You're looking right now at fire trucks from North Washington, Marion Township. This is Group 11. We have several trucks riding along in our parade. Again, you can see all the people lined up alongside. Oh, here we have the Old Country Buffet. And this is OCB from the Old Country Buffet. That's the bee, a very busy bee today. Old Country, as many of you know, just opened up here fairly recently in Moraine Point Plaza, drawing quite a crowd all the time. And look at the crowds here. They're probably all going to be heading over there afterwards. I think everybody's working up an appetite. Looks like we have the Purvis Brothers. Pennzoil looks sort of like a tanker truck. I don't know if you can tell that from, there you go, from that shot. Their title is The Way It Used to Be. Now the cans on the truck is the way kerosene and motor oil used to be delivered. So it gives you a rough idea. They've been in business for 72 years. They've been around for a while. Again, people enjoying the sun, enjoying the food, having a great time out here at the Butler Bicentennial Parade. It's nice because it seems as though we're seeing generations of families here. Several generations come out together for this. Look at all the people. Again, about 130,000 people expected today. We are being brought to you today by Armstrong Cable Service. As you can see, they are kind enough to bring us the 200-year Bicentennial Parade. And if you are not able to catch all of this today, or you just tuned in, these tapes are for sale. You can purchase your very own copy of this. They'll be for sale for $20 at the Butler Chamber of Commerce. Moving along, we are on the Ultimate Furniture Outlet and Marilyn Kane Studios. Both bring you this float. Home of the past, home of the future is their theme. You can see, I don't know if you can tell from here, it shows a living room, circa 1900 on the front, and one circa the year 2000 on the back. Shows you quite a difference.
Paul Godino.
Boy. And we're looking at a float from the Tack family.
We dig Butler.
We dig Butler, that's good. It's like everybody here today digs Butler.
Everything is well under control.
You know, it's really moving very smoothly.
Looks like on the right-hand side there walking is John Lewis.
Okay.
The folks in the white and red striped shirts, those are parade organizers, all up and down the parade route to ensure the safety, coordination. There they are sitting in the one of the
Parade mobile.
the parade mobile, exactly right. But they're going from one end to the other end, just to make sure everything goes just right. And so far,
Fine job.
going just right.
Here we go. Winfield Township Volunteer Fire Department. Interesting looking truck. It's different.
going to have Winfield Township. Yeah. Brush truck. That's a brush truck.
I don't know if I've ever seen one of those.
Take care of brush fires, I
Yeah.
presume. Right behind Winfield Township is, we'll call it the Butler County float. Some of the staff from the commissioner's office. Judy Snyder's up there. Tractor driven by Jeff Kennedy, Commissioner Kennedy's son. Commissioner Kennedy's administrative assistant, Judy. Oliver White. Float replica of the county courthouse.
Certainly a courthouse that stands out.
Sure does.
Beautiful. What
Sure
a
does.
landmark.
John Schnur hand built and created that for the county. The Bicentennial quilt is on display. Good job. Look at that. Next, I don't know if you get a chance to see the hazardous materials response unit, the hazmat team truck with their 32 volunteer members.
That is the Butler County Hazmat Team Truck 100. And
Marching band unit.
I'm
Greater
wondering,
Butler
is
Vagabond.
that what this is? Greater Butler
I
Vagabond?
looked at the Vagabond
Junior
colors.
Corps.
The Junior Corps, okay.
Out of Lindora, PA. 35 members in this band. I'm sure they're all here today. I think we may just have a portion of them today. Band director Dave Campbell. Andrew Yerricks. Mascot's a bulldog. Vagabonds, incidentally, were formed in 1966, and they just placed fourth in the Drum Corps International Competition.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
From Sarver comes this fire and rescue unit, or it's just passing us by on its way down. There it is right there. Welcome to the folks from the Sarver Fire Department and Rescue Unit. A couple of fire units coming by. The Eau Claire Area Volunteer Fire Department.
We have quite a line of them now.
Yeah.
And look on either side of that line of trucks at the people.
Just a couple of units as we are nearing the end of the parade now.
Hmm?
A couple of units left. See, they're from Harrisville. And as just the last remaining units are rolling by,
We're getting some sound effects now, too.
the crowd is just coming across the road. We have from Valencia. Valencia, and let's see.
Looks like we have, bringing up the rear, we have the 300th Transportation Group. You'll see them in just one moment. Coming up right behind these trucks. They have 3 Humvees. These Humvees are pretty much bringing up the end of the parade.
It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. Well, that is the Bicentennial Parade. And what a great parade it was, Lisa.
It was spectacular. What a great thing to see and be a part of. I feel so lucky to be a part of this, having grown up here
It's great.
and been asked to do this. So
Well, it's been a wonderful parade for all of the families who participated, for all of the families who were here to watch or at home watching on Armstrong Cable. It has been just a great way to celebrate and remember Butler County, where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. And pretty soon we're going to be going out of here because that so does it for the Bicentennial
We are.
Parade.
That's it.
It's amazing, starting out with the AH-1 Cobras flying over early in the parade.
Right.
The transports. 100,000 of our close personal friends were here to enjoy the parade with us.
All of them.
The state
How are we going
police.
to top this parade the next time?
The Bicentennial. We'll leave this for future.
We don't have to worry about it, right?
That's right. We don't have to feature. But the parade can be seen again. Let me just run down when it can be seen in the Butler system. Next Tuesday and Thursday at 1 o'clock in Zelienople on Channel 50. All at 7 o'clock. Saturday, Sunday, the 2nd and 3rd, and the following Saturday and Sunday, September 9th and 10th at 7 o'clock. And in Grove City, Slippery Rock, Channel 19, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 7 o'clock. So we'll have additional times, but watch your local channels to make sure you have the right times when they're going to be on. But
and if you're not able to get that, though, we should mention again that if you tuned in at the end, you're not able to catch one of the other shows or repeats. There is a tape rather being sold. That's at the Butler Chamber of Commerce. $20, I think, a tape.
Great.
It's a very good price.
Great history. It's great to share with your family and keep on for looking at the next anniversary when all the families here, for family members who are out of town, were unable to be here, you can show them at the next family reunion. But it was great.
It was.
Nice to have you here, Lisa.
Thank you so much,
Nice to see
Scott.
you.
Good to work with you, and happy anniversary, Butler.
Happy 20. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Mm.